Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of MAGA Headline News. Today, guys, listen, I just finished up a report a little while ago about Scott Jennings at CNN, but we just recently got some new footage in from Ukraine. The drones that attacked the Russian planes, they just released some new footage, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I found a good report. It looked like it was a BBC report, but it seemed like they had the most footage, the best information on it because they include some of the drones that were shipped in from Ukraine into Russia. They actually had to smuggle the drones in. Check this out. I'm going to start playing this right now.
Warplanes, including strategic bombers. Now, the scale of the operation is remarkable, with the strikes hitting at least 4 airfields from western Russia across to Moscow and reaching the country's far east, thousands of miles from Ukraine. The operation, codenamed Spider's Web, comes on the eve of planned peace talks between Ukraine and Russia in Turkey tomorrow. Paul Adams has our top story from Kiev.
Far from Ukraine's borders, an attack of astonishing audacity. Russian strategic bombers picked off one by a fleet of drones. Ukraine calling this Operation Spider's Web, personally overseen by President Zelensky. One of Kiev's boldest attacks so far, a reminder, despite Russia's overwhelming strength in numbers, that Ukraine is a resourceful, determined enemy. Sources say this took a year and a half to prepare. Dozens of drones smuggled into Russia, stored on wooden pallets, loaded onto trucks, driven to distant airbases and launched remotely. Swarms of drones picked up on social media from Siberia to the Arctic Circle.
So look, listen, this is a big problem, okay? Because number one, Trump didn't know about this. He wasn't even told about it, which furthers the truth that Zelensky is a deep state operative influenced by the deep state. He's working with NATO, okay? And they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Obviously, if they wanted peace, they wouldn't be doing this. They tried to assassinate Putin the other day. They attacked his helicopter. Now they're sending in these drones, but these drones are a real nuisance to any kind of a power. I mean, I want you to imagine we could have a real problem in America if we got into any kind of kinetic war with China or something. Imagine, you know, I've seen drone systems where the one drone is coming in. If that thing gets destroyed, there's like 5 other mini drones on it. It's carrying 5 other mini drones, and those are carrying even smaller mini drones. How do you stop that stuff? So it look, you know, Ukraine is fighting this with modern technology that they don't have. And where's this stuff coming from? Did it come in from America or under the Biden administration? Did it come in from Iran? But here's the problem is that Trump didn't know about it. All right. He's trying to have peace talks. He's trying to stop this war. What do you want Putin to do? Putin's saying, listen, we're going to...
At a petrol station north of Irkutsk, a glimpse of the operation in progress. With smoke already rising behind, a drone emerges from the truck.
Listen, Putin's saying, okay, I have to respond to this. Well, what do you want the guy to do? If it was America, right? What do you want us to do? If they hit us and hit our warplanes, of course we have to respond. What do you want the guy to do? All right. So this is just further escalation, and this is what they want. They want the war. They want the war, and this is exactly what this dude right here, Zelensky, wants. He wants the war because he knows if he could get anybody in NATO, if he could get Putin to attack NATO, right? They think, oh, because of this Article 5 treaty with NATO that, you know, all of a sudden America has to go to war with Russia. But, you know, Donald Trump ain't going to do that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think that NATO's outdated. I think that we need to pull out of NATO. I think Trump's even given it some thought. We're not sending our people over there to die because these people can't talk peace. These people can't stop fighting. All right. It's very obvious what the Europeans want. And, you know, these Europeans, I mean, seriously, when it comes down to it, would they come fight for us? Every single problem always starts with Europe. And we always end up get dragged into it every single time. Let's pull back. Let's deal with the stuff we have in America, because these people, you can't trust them. How could you sign any treaties with these people? He comes to the White House, makes a joke out of it. I mean, this is unbelievable. We're trying to have peace talks, and this is what he's doing. This is ridiculous. You know, I'll play this footage again. These are all trucks that these came in on, all these drones smuggled in without President Trump's knowledge. What do you want them to do? You want Putin to sit back and do nothing? You see those tires? See all those black things on the thing? They put those tires on there because it's supposed to confuse like AI imaging, or like the drones that image what they're supposed to hit. But they say that the drones, these even used AI. What happened was that the AI took over once they got real close, and the AI did the whole attack. Okay, so when you start using this new level of technology, it gets scary. All right, and sending this out to the world, embarrassing Putin, this ain't gonna work, because listen, Putin could go right into Ukraine. Putin could crush Ukraine if he really wanted to. Okay, but they keep egging it on, and they don't seem to care about the people of Ukraine whatsoever. The European leaders don't care. They just want war. I mean, it's all money for them. This is just outrageous. So yeah, this is the new footage. This is all the new footage of the drone strikes. Play it again coming in. They don't release too much of it, it looks like, but these are Russia's prize warplanes. These things, each one of these planes cost Russia almost $400 million. But it is scary when it comes to this drone technology that Iran has, that China has. I mean, what could they do to our planes just sitting ducks like that, you know? This is why we need to get things under control, okay? Especially in our own country first. Time for the Insurrection Act. Let's clean up our own country before we worry about the world. All right, guys. I just wanted to share that new footage with you. It looks like, you know, things are not calming down over there. President Trump said that he talked to Putin today, and Putin said he has to respond. He said, you know, what do you want me to do? And he said, listen, we're not going to sit here and talk peace when my helicopter was surrounded and they tried to assassinate me. He said, we're not going to talk peace when we have our warplanes being blown up. And, you know, as much as we want that war to stop, could you blame them? If it was the United States and it was Trump's helicopter, or if it was our warplanes, imagine how we would feel. This guy right here, Zelensky, nothing but a troublemaker. This guy's a real problem on the world stage. And so is NATO at this point. And we need to pull out of NATO, and we need to pull out quick. Otherwise, they're going to get us involved in a real war over here. All right, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. New footage coming in. My name is Mike. This has been MAGA Headline News for today, and we will see you again probably tomorrow. All right.